So here we will be solving a problem statement in which we would be counting even numbers in a given array. So if we read the problem statement here, so what it says is, given an integer array, write a system verilog function, count even, this is the name of a function, that returns the number of even elements of an array. Right? So the even number is basically any number, like we can say divisible by 2. So to give you an example, let's say if you have an input array of 1, 2, 3, 4, then the output that we are expecting is 2, because there are two even numbers in this array, that is 2 and 4. Similarly, if we have an input array of 1, 3, 5, then the output that we are expecting is 0, because there are no even numbers in this array. So we are supposed to find how many even numbers are there in a given array. So we need to write a System Verilog code for this problem statement. Alright, so let's try this problem statement here. So we already had a test bench here, and we had a function named count even as per given in the problem statement. And what we need to do here is we need to write our piece of logic here such that we get the output even number. We can count the even number of an array. So we can write our logic here. So let's try this problem. So here, by the way, we are already given the all the input arrays, that is array 1, array 2 and array 3 are the test cases that are supposed to get passed with the logic that we would be writing. And this test bench is also, we had already coded the test bench. So our idea is to write a code here, logical code, which such that all the test cases given should get passed. Right, so maybe let's try it out. So first thing what we need to do here is, first thing is we need to sample each element of an array, right? So let's say first what we can do here is, for each of I of array of I, if array of my modulo 2 is equals to 0, then what we can do here is, okay, so here what we need to do is, this is a function, and if we see like where this function has been called, so this function has been called from line number 22 line, count even, and this function should return me a a value which eventually will be stored in this variable, that is ref result. So this function should return me the number of even numbers that it would be returning. So we need to also have this number, let's say integer result, which such that the result will be stored. And what we need to do is, so this here we checked whether that number is even or not, and let's say if the number is even, then simply what we need to do is, or you take a input variable, just name it as count, and you just increment the count here. Right, so what we are doing is, we are iterating through the every element of an array. We are checking whether that number is even or not. If that number is even, then we are incrementing the count. So let's say for this case, if we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, then we'll be iterating to every element, and for 2 and 4 this condition will be satisfied, and we will be increasing the count, and at the end the important thing is we need to also return the count from here, such that this result variable gets updated when we call this function. So now let's try to run this code. Okay, so now let's see the output. See what it in the output. What it says is, first is ran a test case which was having input 1 2 3 4, and I got the test case passed. Why it passed? Because the expectation, we were expecting 2 and we actually got 2, because 2 and 4 are even. Similarly, for the test case 2, we have 3 elements in an array and all the elements are even, so we are expecting 3 and we got 3. And for test case 3, there were no elements even, so we were expecting 3, we got 3. As a result, our third test case also passed, and as a result our all the test case passed. So this, we can say that is a code, is a working code for this even number in an, to find the even number in an array.